Hello, everybody, and welcome to Gravity Kit's Black Friday live stream. Hi, Casey.
Hey, Zach. Yeah, it's exciting. Black Friday is finally upon us.
Yeah, we've been preparing for this day for a long time now, and we've been preparing for it because we want to bring the best value that we possibly can to our customers, and I think we did it this year.
Yeah, I totally agree. We've got some amazing deals this year. Um, and if anybody has any questions about the deals or the products, feel free to drop a note in the live chat. We will answer them. And we're going to be talking all about them during the stream as well to hopefully give you all the information you need um, so that you can take advantage of the deals and do so with confidence.
Yeah, and speaking of confidence, we are. Uh, One of the things that we do is 30-day money back guarantee. So just a reminder to anybody out there, if you make a choice to buy something at 50% off or $500 off lifetime all access, you can change your mind within 30 days. That's always something that we offer is a 30-day money back guarantee. And 50% off is such a great deal. Well, I just get excited even thinking about it. So Casey, let's show people what we've got going on this year.
Yeah, definitely. Let's do it. Let me bring up my screen.
And if you have any questions, if you're watching live, please shoot us a question in the YouTube chat, or if you're on Facebook watching, please ask us questions there too. We're happy to answer them. And that's about the sale or about Gravity Kit products at all. If you're considering purchasing any of our add-ons, we're happy to answer any of those questions that you might have.
Yeah, please do. So, we've got a bunch of deals here on our Black Friday landing page, and let's quickly go through them. So, first
Actually,
up,
Casey, before we
yeah,
start, can you scroll
sure.
back up a little bit because
Yeah,
there's a
sure.
countdown timer that's pretty important. Our sale ends midnight on December 2nd. So that's 3 days and 15 hours from now. So midnight on Monday. So if you have plans over the weekend, if you have things to do on Monday, now is a good opportunity to buy the add-ons and get 30-day money back guarantee. No matter what, we'll give you a refund if you don't love it. But purchase now because you never know what happens on Monday. It's always a good idea to get it out of the way, save money now, and then if you change your mind or you don't, you give it a try and you don't absolutely love it, we'll give you your money back. But I guarantee you will love it because our add-ons are amazing.
Yeah, and it's a great time to buy because you have the whole weekend to check out the plugins and make sure that they meet your needs. And as Zach said, if they don't, we do
Oh,
offer a 30-day money back guarantee.
Eric is on LinkedIn, and hi, Eric. And Eric's also featured on our landing page. So, Eric, if you haven't checked
Yeah.
that out, check it out because you're featured prominently, a testimonial. Eric says totally worth every penny at full price. So 50% off is a steal, folks. Zach, Casey, and team are amazing. Thank you so much, Eric. That's great to hear. Thank you.
Yeah, that's so nice. Thank you very much.
So let's go through some of these deals.
Yeah, let's do it. So the first deal we have is our Gravity Kit All Access Pass. We have annual and lifetime options. The annual subscription option is 50% off for Black Friday. And like Zach said, this deal is ending pretty soon, only a couple of days, few days left. So do take advantage. The All Access Pass includes everything that we offer. So all of our Gravity Forms add-ons. It also includes everything in Gravity View Pro. So Gravity View is our flagship add-on, and the Pro option includes premium extensions and layouts that add additional functionality to Gravity View. So with the All Access Pass, just as the name would suggest, you get access to everything, including future products and any releases that we might come out with. And we do have a
Yeah,
few that we're
and
working
this is
on.
key because we've got some really cool stuff lined up for everybody out there. We
Yeah.
are working on a new view builder interface for Gravity View, which we're really excited about. New view layouts for Gravity View, which we're super excited about. We've got things like multiple form fields being charted on Gravity charts. We've got a ton of functionality that we're going to be bringing, and that's to existing products that are going to be enhanced. We've also got some secret products that we're talking about internally that we aren't going to talk about publicly right now, but we've always got things in the works that we're super excited to bring to you, and some of those are going to be coming next year. So, uh, all access annual for $200, you get access to all the updates that are come over the year, in addition to anything we release next year. But all access lifetime, Casey.
Yeah, so we also have, for a limited time only, a special lifetime deal for all access. So if subscriptions aren't your thing, you'd prefer a once-off upfront payment, um, you can do that too, and it's $500 off. So
Yeah, and so $500 off is like off starting from scratch, and it's also, I think we did this, Casey. It's off upgrades. Is that true?
upgrades,
Like, if you upgrade, I think it's off of
yeah,
upgrades as
yeah,
well. So,
yeah,
let's say
yeah.
you have, all access pass from not lifetime like, from not a Black Friday sale, and you're paying $400 a year for all access, $399, and you wanna upgrade to, uh to this all access lifetime for, uh it would be 11.99 minus 500. That would be 6.99 for lifetime. That's less than 2 years of renewal. That's a really good deal.
Yeah, that's a great point. All of these deals are for new licenses, but also upgrades as well. So now is a great time to upgrade your license. For example, if you just have a license for a single add-on, you can upgrade to all access, or if you have Gravity View Pro license, you can upgrade to all access. And of course, you only pay the difference in costs, and then you also get the discount. So it's really a great time to upgrade.
Yeah, so all access, if you're looking to do more with Gravity Kit, um, we have, uh, lots of functionality. Let's go over some of what we offer, yeah.
Yeah, should we talk a bit about Gravity View Pro?
Sure, yeah.
Cool. All right, so Gravity View Pro. Gravity View is our add-on that enables you to display your Gravity Forms data on the front end and actually build like dynamic interfaces and really powerful web apps. Lots of people use this to build directories, um, job boards, task management systems, things like this. And Gravity View Pro includes that functionality and a bunch of powerful extensions and layouts as well that enable you to do additional things. So layouts allow you to display your data in different ways, and extensions just add additional functionality to Gravity View. So if you're a big Gravity Forms user and you're building information systems for different clients, this is a really fantastic plan because Gravity View is so flexible and there's just so much you can do with it.
Yeah, and when we talk about Gravity View, instead of thinking about, like, I don't know what you would think about, but think like if you've ever used Airtable, some of the stuff you can do with Airtable is like our bread and butter, right? Um, and or if you're using Google Sheets a lot and you're trying to send data from Gravity Forms to Google Sheets, and then you do Google Sheets there, and like maybe it syncs back or maybe it doesn't. That's not necessary when you use Gravity Kit. You can do all this stuff on your own website, and you don't have to send it away to Google Sheets and send it back to your website. All of this data is your data on your website that you are processing locally, and you have capability control just like under WordPress. So, like if anybody already has access to your website, you can grant them access to Gravity View views, and you can build these applications that can replace SaaS functionality that you might be paying extra for. So, like Trello, Airtable, AppSmith. These are just some of the different uh, tools that you might be using that you can replace with Gravity Kit.
Yeah, totally. And it becomes such an incredibly affordable solution as well when you think about the cost of some of these SaaS platforms that are out there.
Right. Yeah. The cost of Airtable, for example, when you're doing Pro Plan is you're saving possibly hundreds of dollars a month depending on, or a year depending on how many users you have, because that's another nice thing. You aren't limited by the number of seats. You aren't limited by the number of like it's unlimited. When you have GravityKit installed, you have a number of sites that you can install. That's the only limit you have, though, because other than that, you can decide how your application is used, who has access to it. You have no limits on how you use it, though. It's fully customizable, and when we say customizable, we mean you can configure your layouts to have different layouts. You can configure who sees specific columns, like the level of granular control that you have over privacy and over the data is being shown is extraordinary.
Yeah, absolutely. And in fact, on our website, we really want to help you through every step of the process and make sure that you get set up and make sure that you're able to achieve success with our solutions. And that's why we have a really comprehensive library here of Build It guides, showing you exactly how to build different kinds of applications and interfaces using Gravity View. Not only do we have popular use cases here, we even show you how to use Gravity View to clone some popular websites out there and build websites with similar functionality to other sites like Yelp or, Fiverr, things like that. And then we also have a bunch of other guides for building different kinds of things, from expense trackers to fundraising dashboards to support ticketing systems. So this can give you an idea of how flexible Gravity View is, and we've got plenty of resources to help you achieve success.
Yeah, and one of the things that I want to make clear is that GravityKit add-ons work really well with everything else in the ecosystem, in the Gravity Forms ecosystem, that is. And also we play well with the WordPress. We integrate with a bunch of different plugins like Lifter LMS, for example. But when you buy into Gravity Forms ecosystem, you're getting access to a ton of functionality in Gravity Forms, but you're also exposing yourself to incredible add-on ecosystem like GravityKit. And also our pals at GravityWiz and Gravity PDF and JetSloth and Cosmic Giant. Like, they're our certified developer friends. We all work really well together. So if you're using a perk from GravityWiz, that perk is going to work really well in GravityKit as well. So it's not like you choose either Gravity View or Entry Blocks, which is a perk from GravityWiz. You can do both, and they might both do different things. So Gravity View, we believe, is the best solution for displaying entries. But if you want to enhance your forms with a Gravity perk, go for it. And we play really nicely with all their stuff.
Yeah, and that's really the power of the Gravity Forms ecosystem. All these powerful tools that integrate together, allowing you to achieve some really complex functionality.
Yeah, using just drag and drop. Like,
Yeah.
the reason I started Gravity View in the first place is because I had a client that really wanted to be able to have a directory that's powered by Gravity Forms, or they wanted a directory. They didn't care how it worked, but they also wanted to have it be customizable in a way that they didn't have to worry about how to change PHP code. They didn't want to do that. They wanted to drag and drop columns that are visible in the interface, click save, and have a directory powered by the form data that was already existing. And that's what Gravity View did for them. And it was such a success on the WordPress.org repo under Gravity Forms directory that we brought it into its own product, and we've grown it for 10 years since then. And we're going to keep on going for many years from now. So when you're thinking about building out any functionality that's powered by a form, like, the first step is gather data. And that might be a CSV, that might be a form, that might be you already have an Excel file that has like a bunch of business logic in it. You can take that onto your website And instead of sharing files back and forth or having a Dropbox file sync or whatever, you can have all that on your website, empower it, and have different dashboards for the administrator and for your customer. And you can have different data displayed for different people. So there's a lot of cool stuff you can do with Gravity View. And that is just one example of how to think about things. Like if you have a form, you're going to want to do Gravity View to display that data from that form, even if it's only an internal application, intranet as well as extranet.
Yeah, and if anyone has any questions about Gravity View or any of the products, please feel free to ask us. You can drop a question in the live chat on YouTube or Facebook, and we will answer it.
Yeah, we are live, so please ask away.
Yeah. All right, so continuing down the page. Eric, if you're still watching, here you are, proudly featured on our landing page.
Yeah, and just Eric came in earlier in the call and said totally worth every penny at full price. So 50% off is a steal. Zach and Casey and team are amazing. Thanks again, Eric.
Yeah, Eric is one of our customers using GravityKit to build some incredibly innovative solutions for different clients. So that's awesome to see. All right, so scrolling down here, we have an overview of all of our individual plugins that we offer, all of our individual add-ons for Gravity Forms. And you'll notice we have annual plans and lifetime plans for these plugins as well. So just a reminder, lifetime is just a single payment and you get access for life, including updates. Whereas annual is obviously an annual subscription. So
we've talked a bit about Gravity View already. I want to share more about Gravity Import because Gravity Import's really cool. So Gravity Import, the way that many people think about it is you have external data in a CSV and you import it into a form so that each row in a CSV becomes an entry in your form. That's really cool, and that saves a ton of time, and it's really powerful. That's just one half of the functionality. I love the idea of creating a form using a CSV, which is possible with Gravity Import, where instead of building a form out using the user interface, sometimes it's easier just write out the fields that you want in a CSV, use Gravity Import to import them, and then you can define the field types right there. So you can just create a new row for each field that you want in a CSV, import it, and Gravity Import can create that form for you at that time, based on that CSV and the headers. So just a reminder that Gravity Import can import into existing forms. Awesome. Also can create brand new forms and import data from into that, or it can create brand new forms and not import any data. You can just create a new form using a CSV, which I find is a really fast way to do it.
Yeah, and it's so handy if you have if you were using a different form plugin before, for example, you can export all of those entries and then you can import them with Gravity Import and recreate those forms in Gravity Forms. If you have any kind of complex stuff like conditional logic, that won't be recreated, but the form itself with all the correct fields and everything will be. So it makes like migrating from a different solution or to a different website, it makes it so easy.
Yeah, and let's talk about that a little bit because Gravity Import only $49 right now. That's 20 minutes if you're charging a client for client time, like if you're charging $150 an hour, which is kind of standard rate in the US. So if you're for Gravity Import, $49 right now, you can migrate from Formidable Forms, WS Form, WP Forms, Contact Form 7. I don't know, unless I guess Flamingo, if you have if you save Contact Form 7 into CSV, any of these other form plugins, export to CSV, import into Gravity Import, and you are set up with Gravity Forms right away. It happens, and you don't have to worry about anything. You get imported all your data. You don't skip a beat. It's not like you lose your data that you've collected with these other form plugins. You can start from where you left off, which is really cool.
Yeah, it is so cool. And all the different field types are supported, so everything is just super easy. Awesome. Yeah, let's keep going. So another one of our really popular add-ons is Gravity Export, which enables you to export data to different file types and create reports. You have a lot of control over the fields that are visible in the export, and you can add filters and things like that. It's very easy to share your data as well. So if you're collecting a lot of data with Gravity Forms and you're needing to get that data out of your database into like another app, or you're needing to compile any kind of reports with it, Gravity Export is really the solution for that. And as you can see in the description, it's super simple to send reports directly to Dropbox, and you can also send them to another server with FTP. And yeah, it's a fantastic plugin, one of our popular ones for sure.
Yeah. And Gravity Export, we also have a free version called Gravity Export Lite, and that does some stuff. It does a lot of stuff, but it doesn't export into FTP. It doesn't connect. It doesn't export into Dropbox. Those are just a couple of the things that you can do with Gravity Export, the full version, including the ability to set up custom filters, like a really advanced filtering, so that you can save these links that have advanced filtering and have multiple filterings of the same data, so that you can have different links pointing to the same data that are filtered in different ways. So like you want one link to go to teachers, you want one link to go to administrators, you want one link to go to parents, you want one link to go to students. You can set that all up with one form and have different Gravity Export links that are set up using different filters that are powered by Gravity Export.
Yeah, that's one of the things I love, is the ability to create reports that contain different data. Like if you need to share certain data with a client on PDF, and if you want certain data to remain internal and keep that as a CSV file, you can do that. So you can mix and match the data and the file type, and yeah, it's super cool.
Yeah.
Just a reminder, if anyone has any questions about our products or the deals that we have for Black Friday, or anything to do with GravityKit really, please feel free to let us know. You can drop a question on YouTube in the live chat, or on Facebook, or wherever you're watching, and we will answer it.
Yeah, not just GravityKit either. If you have any questions about Gravity View, we're happy to answer those as well. We know, or sorry, not Gravity View, Gravity Forms. We know a lot about Gravity Forms. We know a lot about WordPress. We know a lot about our products, obviously. But we are always, the whole team at GravityKit, our goal is to help you get set up properly. Like, to help you go from having a website to getting stuff done. And we want to be that interface to help you get stuff done, regardless of if you use our add-ons. Because our add-ons are just ways to get stuff done. If you aren't getting your functionality implemented for you, for your client, for your customers, if you aren't getting it implemented, that's not helping anybody. And our goal is to help you be more productive, save money, save time. So please, even if it's not during this call, our support team is always here to help. Our goal is to help you accomplish your goals. And so please email us, support@gravitykit.com, anytime you have any questions, even if it's completely not about Gravity Forms or not even about WordPress. We're happy to answer questions. Our goal is to be your partner in success. So ask away. And we do have live chat right now. If you're in YouTube, watching from YouTube, you can post a comment on the live chat. Same on Facebook, same on LinkedIn. We'll see them and we'll be able to answer them.
Yeah, totally. And if you have an upcoming project and you're wondering if our tools are the right solution, feel free to let us know. Tell us about your project, and Zach and I will give our honest opinion as to whether our tools can help
Yeah.
or not. And if they can't, we'll possibly suggest another solution for you.
Yeah, we don't want to suggest something that doesn't work for you. We want to suggest something that will work for you. And if that's not our solution, we will let you know, because we don't want to say try this and then have a refund or have you be unhappy. We want it to be a successful partnership.
Totally.
So just a reminder, we are live. Have any questions? Come on YouTube. We are live.
Yes, we are here to answer your questions. So don't be shy. All right, so Gravity Charts. So this is definitely one of my favorite add-ons for sure. And essentially it allows you to create really beautiful modern looking charts and visualizations for your Gravity Forms data. And the interface is super easy and intuitive to use. You don't need to know code or anything like that to create a beautiful chart. We have all of the customization options right there built in, and you can customize things how you see fit, change the look and feel of your chart. You'll get a live preview to see what it looks like. Then you can embed it anywhere on your website, or you can even add it to a view in Gravity View and create like a full-on dashboard where the charts are like update dynamically as you perform searches. So you can do lots of cool stuff.
Yeah, Casey, can you pull up one of the demo dashboards that you created? Is that
Oh
do you
yeah,
have that
for sure,
available?
yeah.
Because Gravity Charts is so powerful when you know it's a thing that we do. When you create a spreadsheet, you want to be able to chart that stuff, right? And Gravity View is the spreadsheet, and Gravity Charts is the charts. Um, yeah, let's go over this dashboard and talk about how it was implemented.
Yeah, totally. So this is a demo that we have on our demo site at site.try.gravitykit.com. And essentially what we created here is a fundraising dashboard that could be used by a nonprofit or a charity. We have a lot of nonprofits that use our tools, and often they are taking donations through Gravity Forms. So we created a fundraising dashboard where you could track all of those donations as they come in. And we set up this dashboard here using 3 of our plugins that integrate really nicely together. So at the top here, we have these calculations for the total amount raised and the total number of donations. That's being calculated and output using Gravity Math. And then we have these really nice, beautiful charts here showing the amount raised by month and the donations, number of donations by month. And that's obviously being displayed using Gravity Charts. And then we have the individual donations here in a table, which is being displayed using Gravity View. And all of this is sort of combined into one dashboard. So it all works together.
Yeah, and one of the things that I love about this is, let's say, I know that we use easy digital downloads for our own to power our website and our sales. If we used Gravity Forms instead, I think I'd be a lot happier because we'd be able to create a dashboard like this that shows exactly what we want. Like the reporting that's built into easy digital downloads, that's built into WooCommerce, is not always what we want. I want to be able to create a custom dashboard that has exactly the columns I want using the calculations I want. And this is a super powerful way that nonprofits for fundraising, but also for e-commerce, you can build a dashboard like this. Let's say you want to see upcoming orders or like orders with upcoming delivery statuses. You can filter by delivery status and have like the items you're currently processing versus items that have been fulfilled. All of this is powered by Gravity Forms, which has tons of integrations with payment processors like Stripe, like Authorize.net, PayPal, of course. So you can power your shopping cart solution using Gravity Forms and then have the reporting done by Gravity View, Gravity Charts, and Gravity Math.
Yeah, all these tools work together and really allow you to build some very complex functionality just using like simple point and click,
Right.
nothing more than that, which is just awesome. We have a lot of customers who use our tools and use other tools in the ecosystem to create all kinds of really powerful systems for different clients. Anything from product information management, student information management, yeah, like even content generation platforms. So
Yeah,
it's a really
and
powerful ecosystem.
a lot of what we do at GravityKit involves writing a lot of content, writing process, handling a bunch of content. You can build content management dashboards using Gravity Forms and Gravity View that shows articles that are currently being written, articles that have been that have a status that are being worked on currently, needing editing. You can use our ratings or reviews system to have inline comments and uh, vote up and vote down different article ideas based on SEO ranking possibilities. You can use the entry notes that are built into Gravity Forms. You can also use those in Gravity View to leave notes on the function on the each entry, which it represents the content that's being written. So you can really build a powerful dashboard using Gravity View, using Gravity Forms. So anything that like Notion is a good example of when you look at Notion, you can do a lot of that in Gravity View and Gravity Forms and our Gravity Kit add-ons.
Yeah, and the best thing is it's installed on your website, so you control the data,
Yeah,
which is fantastic. All right, so that is Gravity Charts. Scrolling down a bit, here we have Gravity Calendar. So I can probably pull up a demo for this too, if you want to chat about it a bit, Zach.
yeah, sure. And you can see any of our live demos at site.try.gravitykit.com. If you want to try out any of these demos yourself, you can sign up for a demo website and you get access for a week and you can try out all of our stuff. But I wouldn't recommend trying it out for a week because our sale ends in 3 days. So give it a try for 3 days and then decide whether it's right for you. We have a 30-day money-back guarantee. No questions asked. You're going to get the refund if you ask for a refund within 30 days. So Gravity Charts, we use this a lot internally for our vacation request form. So if somebody wants time off, they submit a form on our website and it gets displayed on a private page on our website, embedded as a calendar. And so it says that, Zach is taking some time off the week of the 20th. And then that shows up not only on this page, like we're looking at right now, you can embed it on your website. You can also create an ICS feed that you can copy and paste into Google Calendar. You can copy it into Apple Calendars. I use Apple Calendars and I get to see a vacation request form submission pop up automatically in my calendar as the vacation request is submitted. We don't really have an approval process because our policy is kind of like you want a vacation, you got a vacation. But if there were an approval process, you could filter it only by status equals approved. So I love Gravity Calendar. I use it every day. And that's one of the ways that we like to use it as a vacation form. But what are we looking at here, Casey?
Yeah, so another really popular use case for Gravity Calendar is showing events. So, for example, a lot of companies, nonprofits, they hold events throughout the year, and they might want to display those on their website for members to see, like website visitors or members of their website. And that's super easy to do with Gravity Calendar. You can just create a form in Gravity Forms for submitting event data, and then those entries will be displayed on the calendar on the date and time that were selected on the form. So you just need a form with date fields. You can also add like start date, end date, start time, end time if you want to. You can add a description for the event, and all of that data can be displayed on your calendar using Gravity Calendar. And again, it's very customizable. So you can choose, what gets added to the description. You can customize the look and feel of the calendar. You can change the layout. We support a bunch of different layouts. In fact, you can change it on the front end here. If I just click through these, you can see like a day layout, a week layout. You can see here, and then there's like a list option like this, and then the classic month option. We have other ones too. So yeah, it's just a very flexible tool. One thing to note, it's not a booking plugin. So people do often ask whether they can use this to take bookings. That's not what it does. There are other tools for that. But if you're looking to display an events calendar, or like Zach said, a vacation calendar, or like even a travel itinerary or something like this, this is the perfect tool.
Yeah, and let's go back to the concept of having like using this in education. If you have a class that you have multiple teachers with multiple classes, and you can have a single form that has an event form that has a drop down to select the class, to select the teacher, and you can filter those entries to only show the calendar events for that teacher for that class, and embed a calendar for a specific class underneath the class information on the class page, for example. So each class can have their own calendar with their own ICS feed that you can share with parents, you can share with teachers, and it's super helpful. So um, think not just about having one calendar for one form. No, you can have calendars for one form for many calendars.
Yeah, exactly right. Cool. So, if anyone's just joined us, we are just going through our products and kind of giving some information about the different deals that we have. But if you have any questions for us, please leave them in the live chat. You can open up the stream on YouTube, or we're on Facebook too, on LinkedIn, on X. You can post a comment there in the chat, and we will get back to you. We will answer it live. So we want to make sure you have all the information you need.
Yeah. And we are available not just now, not just live, anytime you want. If you hop on our website and find the chat bubble that you see in the bottom right corner here, you can of Casey's screen, you can always click on that and ask a question to support. Support is always going to be here to help, and we're happy to answer any questions you have about our products, about WordPress, about Gravity Forms, about anything, about life. We have good recipes for hot cocoa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And Casey, one of the
absolutely.
things that I'm reminded of when we talk through our products is, as a developer, and I'm a developer, I love developing. It's one of the things I love. Um, I'm looking at this functionality. I'm thinking, well, I could do this myself, because a lot of, like, let's say our calendar, as an example, Gravity Calendar, that's powered by Full Calendar, which is a great open source calendar tool. It's a library. You can take Full Calendar and point it to Gravity Forms REST API and get some JSON out of it and try to connect it all together. I guarantee you it's going to take you a lot of time. It took us a lot of time to do, and we created a UI for it. We fixed a bunch of bugs, like all the different use cases that you like. So if you're a developer and you're looking at Gravity Calendar thinking, well, I could save $49 and I could build it myself, I guarantee you that $49 would have been a better choice, because when you're trying to do it yourself, there's so many different so many different things to know about how the calendar works, about how Gravity Forms works, about how Gravity Forms stores its data. It's not always how you think it's going to be. And we have that, plus we have added security. Like we process everything like we do security reviews. We take out a lot of the questions that you're going to have about implementing this. So if you're a developer and you're considering any of our add-ons, just give it a try and think about all the time that you're going to save yourself. And we have a ton of hooks for developers that they can use our products and customize it. You, as a developer, if you're watching as a developer, we have a ton of hooks. Don't worry about hooks. We have the hook you need. And if we don't happen to have the hook you need, we will add it for you, because we want to make sure that everything is customizable at the point where you need it to be customized. So don't build it yourself. It's going to be buggy. It's not going to be nice. Try Gravity Kit. I guarantee you're going to appreciate the time you saved yourself, because I did. Like when there's a reason each one of our add-ons exist, and it's because they didn't exist and it was a pain in the neck before we made them.
Yeah, and we do have a number of customers that are developers, and that's kind of the feedback we get consistently. It saves them time, and saving time is also often equivalent to saving money.
Yeah. And if it's
Especially
not,
when,
then that's like, listen, if you are not at a place where $49 makes sense for you, reach out to us. Like, we want to make sure that you're in a like I for the first 5 years of using Adobe products, I gotta say I pirated Adobe products. We don't want you to use GPL Vault and pay $5 for what could be malware. And that's crap. Don't do that. Reach out to us if you're not able to afford $49. We want to make sure to get you using our products and build a long-term relationship with you because we care about you, we care about your business, and we want to make sure that you have a path to success. We will work with you. So, but we're dealing with $49 a year right now because all of our add-ons, annual licenses, are 50% off right now.
yep, 50% off. We also have lifetime options on all of our plans. We also have a Gravity Kit All Access Pass, which gets you access to everything that we offer, also 50% off. So some really huge deals. And they will only be live for another few days. Our sale ends on Monday at midnight, December 2nd. So there's not that much time left, but if you buy now, you'll have the weekend to try out the plugins and see how they work for you. And, as Zach has mentioned before, if it's not for you, we have a 30-day refund policy. So there's no risk really when purchasing and trying out our products.
Yeah. So Gravity Actions. We just had somebody ask this actually. We had somebody on our Facebook group asking about front-end emails. We don't have that functionality yet. It's on our list of things to do. But Gravity Actions is a great way to bulk email customers or users or whomever submits your form, your Gravity forms. You can email them easily. And it doesn't have to be the person who submits it. You can have a field that another field that is the field that's used as the email field. So Gravity Actions is a great way to bulk edit entries in Gravity Forms and bulk email people from Gravity Forms interface as well itself. So that's all in a nice UI. So I know that before Gravity Actions, I would go into the MySQL database and do a select update query where like I had to make sure that it was right, and if I got it wrong, I would completely bork the website because not all the data in Gravity Forms is stored the same way, and that's something that Gravity Actions takes care of. So if you need to update a radio field, for example, or a date field, that date field might not be stored in the way that you think it is. So don't update this data yourself using MySQL. Use Gravity Actions instead. You'll be happy because your site won't break.
Absolutely. And if anyone has any questions about the products or anything else, please let us know. You can drop a note in the live chat on YouTube or wherever you're watching, and we will answer it because we are live.
We are live.
Awesome. So carrying on, let's talk a bit about Gravity Edit, because this is a plugin, an add-on that will save you a lot of time if you continually find yourself having to update Gravity Forms entries. In Gravity Forms, normally it's quite a tedious process. You have to go to the entry screen and then click through into the entry and then click edit and then save it and then go back, and it's really time consuming. Gravity Edit, on the other hand, allows you to do this very quickly by editing entries in line directly on the entry screen without having to click into the entry itself. And it's really quick, really easy. It works for all the different field types. And yeah, it's just a great time saver. It'll streamline your workflow and you won't be sorry if you
Yeah,
try it
and one
out.
of the cool things you can do with Gravity Edit, you can by default you click one link to edit an entry value, like a field value, and then it shows a text box or it shows a drop down. That's nice, right? But with Gravity Edit, you can also click the column header and all the fields become editable, like all the field values become editable, and you can just power through them one, 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 one. You can power through each of
Yeah.
the entries one after another. And it makes updating statuses so much easier. And it's just a breath of fresh air. If you've ever had to do data entry, A, I feel your pain. B, this is your friend. It treats Gravity Forms more like a spreadsheet and less like a form plugin. Like this is what we do at Gravity Kit is we take Gravity Forms and we make it more powerful. We bring in more functionality and we turn Gravity Forms into an application builder.
Absolutely. And sometimes when you are building applications, you get worried that you might lose some data. So that's why we have Gravity Revisions, which stores revisions every time you make an update to an entry. And not only entries, it also stores revisions for actual forms. So if you happen to go in and change one of the fields in your forms, in your form, that change gets saved. So you can always go back and revert it if you want to.
Hey Casey, can you open up the Gravity Revisions demo because I want people to like see what this looks like.
Yeah, that's a great point. Let's do that.
Yeah. And Gravity Revisions came from a necessity as well. So all of our add-ons come from a need, and this is a need where customers were asking, well, what happens when I edit an entry? Does it just go away? And Gravity Forms isn't built on WordPress post types like a lot of form plugins are, which has some benefits, but it has a lot of drawbacks as well, where it's like a lot heavier than it needs to be. With Gravity Revisions, you get to add some of the functionality that you get for free when you use Gravity. When you use WordPress post types, you get oh boy. When you use WordPress post types, you get post revisions baked in. That's one of the benefits. But it's a lot heavier. It has a lot of functionality you don't always need. When you use Gravity Forms, you don't get entry revisions. You don't get form revisions. And those are two things that we added to Gravity Revisions, where now you edit the entry and it saves a value in a database and you can restore an entry. So once yep. So Casey just edited this entry.
Yeah.
And you can see on the bottom here that there's an entry revision that Casey just created. And if you were to click that date link, you can browse the differences between the two versions of this entry. And you can choose which version to restore to if you wanted to restore. And not just the whole entry values, like not all the entry values either. You can choose specific fields to restore. So how does that work, Casey?
Yeah, it's super handy. You can see the current value. I just updated the address here. And this was what it was for this previously in this revision. So if I wanted to say restore this street address, I can just select it here and then just click restore this value. And that'll just go ahead and restore that value back. So yeah, you won't lose any data. It's all there, it's all saved, and yeah, you can just sleep easy at night.
Yeah, and that interface, we worked a lot on it because it could be a brain bender going through entry revisions and deciding how it works. And we took a lot of time to make sure that was as logical as we could make it. Because when you're dealing with time, anybody who's seen time travel movies, it can become complicated. But entry revisions I like a lot because it makes it super simple to say, I made a mistake on this. I want to restore this previous version.
Yeah, it's super handy. And now that I've made that update, you can see there's a second revision here. So it saved that as well.
Right.
Yeah, so every time you make a change,
by the way, we are
previous
live.
version
If you have
is
any
saved.
questions, ask away on YouTube, on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on X. We won't see it, but we are live. So please ask away and Casey and I will answer, whether it's about WordPress, Gravity Forms, Gravity Kit, Gravity View, Gravity Revisions, any of it. We're happy to answer your questions.
Yep, anything at all. Currently, we're looking at the functionality offered by Gravity Revisions. So we just showed you how it works when saving revisions to entries. And now we can take a look at what it looks like for forms. So, sometimes you might be dealing with a form that has a lot of fields. You might need to tweak it occasionally. And it's really nice to have a backup every time you make a change, just in case you need to revert it back. And that's exactly what Gravity Revisions does. It adds a new feed to your Gravity Forms called Form Revisions. And here it saves all of the changes that you've made. You can see there's 3 revisions here. It shows you the number of fields that each of those revisions has. And then you can preview those revisions to see what the form looked like at that point. And you can also restore them just using a single click.
Yeah, and the preview is really nice. Like, it allows you to quickly remember, what was I working on? What did that look like? And is this the revision I want to go back to? And so we're really, really pleased that this is built in, this form preview.
Yeah, and I would say, if you're using Gravity Forms, if Gravity Forms is a large part of your website, this is an absolute must-have add-on, because losing data is no good, and you should always be able to have a backup.
Yeah, and it's nice. We made some recent changes to our support form, and it's nice to be able to quickly revert what you did. Like, if you preferred how things worked before, then that's something that's important. And so like name field, for example, we switched to having not having like a first name and last name field, because that was really normative, based on Western, like a European, Anglo-European standards of naming structures. And so we wanted people to be able to define their own names, and we switched to a single field instead. And if that had been something we didn't want, we would have been able to quickly revert, instead of having to rebuild the first name field and last name field and have all the settings that we wanted. That's just an example of like quickly being able to say, okay, let's go back if that's not what we wanted to do.
Yep, totally. So let's see, where are we? Gravity Revisions, Gravity Math. So Gravity Math,
Hey, Casey.
yeah.
What's the radius? Oh man, I was gonna make a pie joke because I had something pie on Thanksgiving.
I was wondering where you're going with that.
I know, I couldn't come up with it. I'm sorry, but we did have a lot of pie for Thanksgiving, and now we have pie 50% off with Gravity Math during Black Friday sale. So we do have the ability to do calculations using the pi constant with Gravity Math. If anybody's doing some advanced algebra, that is possible.
Yeah, we do. And I'm going to pull up the demo just so people can see exactly how it works.
And just a reminder, we are live. Anybody have any questions? Ask. We're here.
Yeah, please do. Don't be shy. You can ask us about anything you like, and yeah, we'll answer. All right, so back to Gravity Math, which allows you to do advanced calculations on your Gravity Forms data and then output them anywhere on your site. So it's really powerful. We've set up this simple demo here to give you an idea of how it works. So I have a form here which captures data about companies in different industries, including their revenue and operating expenses and things like that. All of that kind of numerical data that you might want to analyze. And you can do that with Gravity Math. So the first thing you'll notice is we have this really cool feature in Gravity Math called the summary report, and it allows you to like group your entries by like a specific field value and then perform calculations on those groups. So in this case, I've got a form here for companies, and the companies can be in different industries. And then I'm interested to know, well, what's the average revenue for companies in those different industries? And that's exactly what the summary report tells me in this case. But it doesn't have to be average. It could be like the sum of the revenue or the max or another kind of summary statistic that you're interested in.
And this is so helpful. Like it's this type of thing, it vexes me, Casey. It becomes every time I have a spreadsheet and I'm not using Apple Numbers. Apple Numbers is my go-to. I don't want to use Google Sheets. I don't like it. I prefer Apple Numbers.
I'm a
Uh,
Google Sheets guy.
I know. I'm an Apple guy. Uh, Apple Numbers, you say categorize by this value, and then you can add a sum to each summary row. That's easy for me in Apple Numbers and terribly difficult for me everywhere else. I haven't learned how to do it properly. This makes it so easy using Gravity Forms data to summarize based on a drop-down field or a radio button. And it makes it super easy to quickly say, what's the most valuable segment in my, what's the most valuable product that we have? What's the most valuable XYZ? Summarize the number of people who are attending different workshops. Like if we have 5 different event tracks and we want to quickly see who's going to what event track, this does it all in one summary report. It's so easy to use, and I really love it.
Yeah, and it's really great for dashboards and things like that where you want to aggregate data to get like a snapshot of what's going on. But apart from that, Gravity Math can do all kinds of things as well. So here I'm just outputting the average revenue across all companies. So we're looking at all the entries that were submitted and we're taking the average revenue number. And you can see if I open up this toggle here, you'll get an idea of what the shortcode looks like that we're using to actually output that data. So this is what it looks like. It's a simple shortcode that Gravity Math provides. And you can see you have access to all these different mathematical functions when you use it. And we're just rounding the output here, and then we're looking at the revenue and taking the average here, and then we're just removing the decimal places.
Yeah,
So you
and
can
we
use-
have plenty of documentation that will help you if with this information. Like if you have questions about coming up with the shortcode values, our support team is also here to help if you have any questions about that. So please ask.
Yep, absolutely. And we can take a look at it. Just a couple more examples. For example, here, let's see, we're looking at the revenue minus the operating expenses, specifically for Apple. So we can open this up here and take a look at what that shortcode looks like. And in this case, we're not looking, we're just performing a calculation on a single entry because we're only interested in one company, which is Apple. So Gravity Math can do that too. You just have to set the scope to entry, and then you can perform calculations on data within a single entry. So that's one of the really powerful things about Gravity Math. You can do calculations on a single entry. You can do calculations on across all your entries in a form. You can even do calculations on entries in a view too.
Yeah, so if you have if you have a view with all these entries listed on a table and you want to have summaries of the values of the footer, that's something that you can do with Gravity Math. And Gravity Math, like all of our add-ons, Casey, Gravity Math is 50% off right now. So what does that look like in terms of the price of Gravity Math for an annual license?
50% off makes an annual license only $49.
Yeah, so the
which is an
amount of
incredibly
time,
good deal.
the amount of time that it would save you to do all this stuff manually, to hire somebody on Fiverr even. This is cheaper than Fiverr prices to have your code that is has a year of support if you're doing the annual license, a year of updates. It works with Gravity Forms. 2.9 is the latest version of Gravity Forms. We make sure that all our add-ons work with the latest Gravity Forms, work with the latest WordPress. We provide the updates. It's not just the saving of, oh, you don't have to build this yourself. It's you can get what you need done with our add-on. You don't have to maintain it. We do the maintenance for you. We send out auto updates. You get all the maintenance included in the one low price of $49 per year.
Yep, exactly right. And not only are all of our individual add-ons 50% off, but you can also get 50% off the Gravity Kit All Access Pass, which gives you access to all of our add-ons, extensions, layouts, everything that we offer, including all future releases, and we do have some in the works. So that is an incredibly good deal. If you work with Gravity Forms in a meaningful way, we promise this will revolutionize your WordPress projects.
Yeah, we guarantee it. And if you purchase Gravity Kit and use it with your Gravity Forms installation, and you don't absolutely love it, ask for a refund. We will give you your money back. We guarantee it'll be the right fit for you. If you have any questions about that, ask us. We are live. We're here to answer your questions on this incredible Black Friday sale. And you can also at any time ask our support team for support. We're happy to chat with you. We're live chatting during this event, and we're also available to quickly respond to you by email at any point. And if you want to talk to me, Zach Katz, you can also schedule a consultation call with me. I'm happy to walk through something with you face-to-face on Zoom. And if you want to, we can talk it through, and I can answer any questions you have at that time.
Yeah, we want to make sure you have all the information you need so that you're comfortable making the purchase, or just comfortable knowing that our products can help with your upcoming project.
Yeah, so Casey, let's say I set up all sorts of cool stuff with Gravity Map and Gravity Charts and Gravity View and all this amazing stuff. I'm really in love with it. And then I realize, oh shoot, I want to use this on a different website as well. What do I do?
Yeah, so we have an add-on that's perfect for that, and it's called Gravity Migrate. And that's the exact reason we built this, because you can build some really complex web applications using these different Gravity Forms tools and Gravity Kit tools. But what happens if you need to migrate them? It can become very difficult. So Gravity Migrate is an all-in-one migration solution for Gravity Forms. So you can package up all of your forms, your entries, your views, your charts, your calculations, everything that you have, all your settings, you can package that all up. And then you can import it into a new website, and the importer will run. It'll take, a few seconds to a couple minutes, and then it's all there on the new website, just like you had it on the old one. It's super easy, hassle-free, and just saves so much time.
And we use this a lot internally for our support team when they provide support. Sometimes the first time that it's not able to be solved on your website, sometimes we install Gravity Migrate, download the migration file, and set it up on our own website. We don't have to do a whole database dump. We can choose to, like, the forms that we want to migrate, and if the entries are part of the question, then we can migrate those entries as well. They're password protected, which is really cool with Gravity Migrate. Like, you can set a password, and only the people with a password will be able to unzip the zip file that has all your sensitive data, if it is sensitive data. So that's one thing to know about Gravity Migrate, is it is also a nice secure option for migrating your file, migrating your database. Way more secure than doing a database migration that is not password protected.
Yeah, absolutely. And we have clients or customers who use Gravity Migrate to set up templates. So if they work with customers and they build different kinds of systems, they will set up a template system, save it using Gravity Migrate, and then when they're working on a new project, they just import the template and they're ready to go, and they just have to customize it for the new client, and then the work is done. So it saves them so much time. You don't have to start from scratch every time. And that's a really fantastic use case as well for Gravity Migrate.
It's true.
And then, yeah, all of the demos that we have on our live, on our demo site here, we have a Gravity Migrate export file for each one. So you're always able to scroll down to the bottom of the demo here, and you can click download now, and it'll download a Gravity Migrate zip file, which you can just upload to your website, and you will have this exact demo set up just like we have it here, which is also a huge time saver.
Yeah, you like what you see, buy our add-on and install the migration file. Like, done. You've got this same real estate application.
Yeah, so you don't even need to configure anything. It's all already set up for you. And we have a bunch of these demos here on our site, which you can browse. And we're going to be adding a bunch more too. And yeah, so that's yeah, really
So
powerful use
we've
case.
talked a lot about single site pricing, Casey. Let's talk a little bit about what our multi-site pricing looks like.
Yeah, great idea. So we have across all of our plans, we have 3 options: the 1 site, 3 sites, or 50 sites. And you can see all of the pricing here on the landing page. So you know, you can just click through 1 site, 3 site, 50 sites, depending on your needs, and everything is discounted. Absolutely
Yeah,
everything.
yeah,
So these are lifetime prices here, but you can also look at annual. All of the annual plans are 50% off. So you're getting incredible value. 3 site license for Gravity View, for example, only $99. 1 site is 64. And of course, we have 50 site licenses available too.
yeah. And this is if you're an agency or if you have multiple websites and for yourself. Recently, a United States state bought a 50 site license for their education department. So I was pleased to see that because I love to have um, our tools used by people who provide help for other people. So I'm glad that our tools can be helping states implement their educational systems better and more efficiently.
Yeah, it's amazing to see. And yeah, we know that there are agencies out there who like to use a certain set of tools for different projects. And GravityKit is a great option for that. It's a very, very flexible set of tools, very well integrated. It can work for a number of different projects. We have many clients who run agencies that use GravityKit as their primary tool for building custom solutions for their clients. And actually, this Black Friday, we are offering a special lifetime agency pass.
Hmm.
This is something we haven't offered in the past, but we thought it makes a lot of sense. So you can actually save $500 on a lifetime agency pass. That's a GravityKit All Access. You get access to absolutely every single tool in our kit, and that's a lifetime deal. Pay once, $500 off, and up to 50 websites.
Yeah, and that's a great deal. When you're for each one of the websites, you get a lifetime of updates for $90 per website, and that's barely even a line item when you're dealing with the agency pricing when you're building out and quoting a website. Like
Right.
uh, websites cost thousands, tens of thousands, some websites hundreds of thousands of dollars. Can you tack on a $90 charge for that one site and well, tack on whatever you want. That's the nice thing about having an agency pass. Your clients don't need to know what you're paying. You can charge value-based pricing, and you can pay for a 50 site license for a lifetime, 40 to 499. You get access to 50 sites for a lifetime of updates and 3 years of support. And after 3 years of support for each support request, it would be $49 for 1 year support from there. So it's a great deal that we think we're offering here. And agencies, if you need more than 50 sites, get in touch. We're happy to work with you. Reach out to support@gravitykit.com.
Yeah, absolutely. We want to make sure our products work for you. So please do let us know if you have any questions or any concerns whatsoever. We will work with you. And yeah, we'll sort it out. And I think the lifetime option is just so great for agencies. You know, you don't want to worry about updates stopping on your client sites because you had to, you know, your card didn't go through or something and whatever. Like just being able to pay once and have it done and then know that you're going to get updates for life across all of the websites where you use these plugins. It's just, you know, yeah, it's such a great thing. It's
It
a great
is.
deal.
And just a reminder to those watching, we are live. We're here to answer any questions you have, so please ask them. Whether they're about GravityKit, Gravity Forms, Gravity View, WordPress, uh, hosting, astronomy, astrology, whatever you think.
Yeah, totally. And we would love to hear about any upcoming projects you have. We'll let you know if our tools are a good fit. If not, we will also let you know, and we will possibly recommend other tools that you can use in the WordPress space.
Yeah, and I feel like we try to do a good job with this, but as much as we do, we can't say it enough. We are here to help you. So if you have any questions, I don't care how how out there they are, ask them. If you're no matter what stage of the process you're in of investigating GravityKit or like WordPress or having a website, if you have no idea where to start, ask us. If you've already started, ask us. If you're nearly done, ask us. We are here to help. We're here to help you get to the goal, which is to save yourself time, to look good to your clients, to look good to your customers. Please ask away.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is one of our customers here, Michael Kassler, runs an agency actually, and he says that Gravity View is saving us so many hours of development time. It's tremendously worth the price. Other competitors in the space haven't been able to provide the same capabilities. And I've chatted with Michael before. He's built some incredibly powerful systems, including a grant application management system for quite a large client. So doing incredible work using our tools.
Yeah, and that's managing millions of dollars of grants. Am I remembering correctly?
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, which is so nice. Like, it's one thing to do something for yourself. I have systems for managing my photos. I have systems for managing my downloads. Casey, you don't want to know those systems. You trust me, you don't want to know how I organize my downloads. It's absurd. I keep it. You don't need to know any of this. All you need to know when you set up a GravityKit application, you can point your clients to an easy front facing form and say, this is what you need to do. Just submit this form. And then on the front end of their own website, go to this page. And on this page, you'll be able to export, chart, edit the entries. You can do whatever you want from this page. In a simple application, you can say, here's the form that goes in, and here's the output. And the output is all automated. You don't need to worry about it. So when you're setting up projects for customers, you don't need to worry about it, is the GravityKit promise. Like, that's what we give to you if you're setting it up for other people. If you're setting it up for an internal tool as well, don't worry about it. Use GravityKit. Is how we handle things as well. Like for our vacation tool where people have vacation request form, just go to this page, submit a form, and it happens. You don't need to question how it happens. It just happens, and it works. And if it ever doesn't work, you don't worry about it. Contact GravityKit. We want to be your don't worry about it partner, whether you're the end user or whether you're an agency that's building things out, or like technology, 43 Folders Technology Solutions, like Michael Kassler. We've saved them so much development time. They don't have to build it. They don't have to support it. That's on us. We're happy to be your partners in that.
Absolutely. And if you ever have any questions, you can always reach out to support@gravitykit.com. Always happy to help. And if you have any questions right now, you can just ask us in the chat, and we will answer them.
Yeah. Well, Casey, is there anything else that we should go over?
I think we covered all the deals pretty well, and we went through all of the add-ons. So yeah, I think that was pretty comprehensive.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Casey. I appreciate you being on this call with me. Happy Black Friday.
Yeah, happy Black Friday to you.
And yeah, we might be back on Cyber Monday. Is the
Yeah, I think we
cool?
will.
All right, y'all. Well, thanks. And if you have any questions, contact us at gravitykit.com, support at gravitykit.com with any questions. We're here to help. Bye.
Bye.